Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfield, episode 8 of my 100% and exploration of new content. Last time we recovered Kaiser and a couple of other things and got ourselves to Londinium and got equipped with some good stuff. So now it is time to go into the maw of the beast or something along those lines.
All set on your gear? Are you ready to do this?
Oh, I'm ready.
That's damn right we are. Come on, let's get out there. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
Super green.
I am ready. Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud. Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
Let's go.
Alright. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers. Combat procedures activated.
Shit. These things, they're all dominating.
Anybody else? More.
Your shipping yard is just beyond the
Music
processing
is
plant.
valuable.
Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid
Give
signatures.
me that adhesive.
I have restored power to the containers. Jackpot! Get down there and collect as many as you can.
There appears to be a terramorph on the horizon. Okay. Can't unlock that. Well, I guess that's everything. Let's go.
got me! It's got me! Where are you?
Where is it? There it is.
Which one is going to kill you?
Watch out! Here! I'm over here! Oh God! Please don't let me die!
Oh, we want the adhesive and the genetic material. That's good there. Now we need to go, yeah. Environmental damage. Right. There's our gene sample and our frag grenades. There it is. There's the booms. That goes on 5. Wakazashi, huh?
All right. Now hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
There you go, bub.
Nice work. Now, earlier scan picked up a valid terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did. What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
Not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
You got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. A real marvel. All these leeches. What's keeping you things warm?
Nice pack that I'll probably sell because I don't like the power.
My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only...
What's happening?
Captain, have you seen this? Oh my god. The heat leeches are terramorphs. You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech
Yeah, I saw it.
became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide
And
out in
nobody
ships,
thought to check
sneak
the
away after
DNA.
landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terramorphs move between planets. Pretty major is right. But if what we just saw, if that's possible, the Lazarus plant, it's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, could someone have set that up?
Obviously.
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
We may proceed.
Go!
Might as well waste some of our ammo.
Deploying.
All right, let's get to the bottom of this. We should collect all the resources we can from this thing.
Oh, I gotta talk to somebody or...
Percival.
Okay, there we
Kaiser's
go.
got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands.
Well, let's
Captain,
go.
do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here? Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test. Someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one, it couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the terramorphs. These attacks, I think someone planned them to set all this in motion. certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a couple big questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why? That's a good point. An accusation this consequential needs evidence to back it up, not just conjecture.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
Yeah, it's right here.
I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Yeah, open this door.
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Oh, and we're full. Man. Oh, wow. This one's still better. But that one's worth so much. What am I going to do here? We're going to drop that UC Marine pack. That's the thing that put us over. And then we're also going to make sure we cure ourselves up a little bit. Gel. Alright.
And there's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Oh, well, let us pick a few locks. Why don't we? Alright, that one does nothing. This one will also do nothing on this thing. Yeah, that and that. Alright. This has got... Oh, it doesn't actually work. Alright. That'd work. Assuming that one works. Alright. I have to remember to go back and pick that lock. But we are going to open up our expert locks. Alright, I'll activate the power.
Control system reboot required.
And we do that.
Oh, somebody has a key to these lockers
Captain,
somewhere.
I think I
There it
see it.
is. Yes, some grenades, sure. I am not bringing Aurora with me because we have some other stuff to do, and it's just not worth that much. Alright, so
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Senna, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew about the Lazarus plant.
where's the...
Grab that recording. We should talk.
There it is. Okay, we've got the recording. And we have to talk about stuff again.
He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terramorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he? He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people. Condemned this city to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. He was He decided to sentence his own soldiers to death. What kind of commander is that? But I guess that's just another part of his sick legacy now. He thought he was protecting us all, taking the secret to his grave. Only he didn't succeed. Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is using it exactly how he feared. That's exactly right. Let's move. The settled systems are counting on us.
Found it's easier to lie to her about it.
Kaiser, try it now.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
That doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled.
I don't have a lot of carry. So unless I see something that's obviously better. Dead guy with a side star. Let's get our killing Terramorph on.
signal. Raiders lighten up. I think you're due for some company.
I am stuck.
You left us. Why did you leave
I
us?
am stuck.
The signal that thing's putting out to call in those creatures, I think I can nullify. But I'm gonna need some help. There should be some
All right.
radar equipment powered up now around the port. You get those online, and I'll relay my signal through there.
They're everywhere. All around. Nowhere is safe.
Connection received. Broadcasting signal.
Here! I'm over here! Oh God! Please don't let me die!
But the thralls, they're attacking the anomaly. Percival, are you doing this?
No signal online. That's not me. I'm just filling out the frequency.
It's working.
I'd be real careful out there.
All right. We crashed.
Sound good.
The game crashed while we were in the middle of this fight, so we are now starting it again. But we're just gonna go straight down and get the fight going. And we're gonna start with some booms.
Is that the sample? Oh my God, concentrate fire.
Please. You have to help me.
That thing is putting out some kind of signal. Raiders lighting up. I think you're due for some company.
There's one right there. Kill it.
Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to get in here.
The signal that thing's putting out to call in those creatures, I think I can nullify. But I'm gonna need some help.
Please help.
There should be some radar equipment powered up now around the port. You get those online, and I'll relay my signal through there.
Alright, we gotta get this guy
Connection
on.
received. Broadcasting signal.
Look, it's working.
Nothing's gonna save you. Nothing's gonna save you.
But the thralls, they're attacking the anomaly. Percival, are you doing this?
That's not me. I'm just nulling out the frequency.
We freed them, and they're helping us.
No signal online. I've still got more capacity. Get to the next fish.
It's working.
You left us. Why did you leave us?
No signal at
All right.
full power. That should be the end of its connection to its throne. Now hit it with everything you've got.
They're going to eat you alive.
Alright.
The thralls, they're not coming after us. I guess we should grab that sample while we can. Good.
Yeah, we've got it.
Just stash that sample with Kaiser, and we're done.
Kaiser, where you at, buddy?
Final sample secure.
Alright.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
Yep. I got another thing I want to be doing though. Okay, not that one. Oh, right, it shows... Wow. Alright. So... You work here. And you work here. And then... that one. And that one. And then... that one. Yes, that is what I wanted. Thank you. I'll take that just because it's worth money. Alright. Now let's go talk to them. Well, let's get this Beowulf in position. Jeez, that's insane. And what's the damage on that? 36. Wow. I can actually change that to a lot higher damage and single shot. Where are they? Eventually. Finally have... God, I've been looking for episodes. The frame, anyway.
Look at all of you, back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there, but it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion. Hey, was worried about that myself, though I know I wasn't nearly as much at risk of limb loss as you all were. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Bay Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
Yep, we're gonna lie again.
But it's clear someone knows about the plant and realized what ends it could be put towards. Captain, we need to get these samples back to the lab and verify we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs. But in the interim, do you think you could look into what we uncovered? See if you can turn up any information on who might have committed the attacks?
If it were me, I'd start at the scene of the crime, New Atlantis.
Yeah.
Perfect. Once you've finished your investigation, we'll meet you outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to hear this. Take care of yourself. No telling who might be involved.
Visiting a Londinian has left me with a longing for Nira. I did not think this was possible.
Okay. Oh, God. Wait. I have a bounty? Why do I have a bounty? Oh, probably because I stole the Beowulf. Okay. Well, I guess I have to go to my ship. Frostbite again. I'll be glad to get off this planet. Alright. Let's fix this. Right. Whoops. Alright, we need to get to unregulated space. Maynard Star. Barnard Star. I don't think it's owned by UC. How do we tell actually? Sol. Okay. Yeah, we're fine there. Jump there.
You won't last long.
Oh jeez.
United Colonies vessel. Spacers are crazy, but at least they go down easy. Your designation. UC Vanguard. You people are a class act. Any way we can repay you.
Yeah, get rid of my bounty.
Very noble of you. Thanks again for the help. UC out.
Alright, now let's clear the bounty. Yep. Does that make this gun stolen? It doesn't look stolen. Good. Jeez, this is an insane weapon. Alright, let's go finish up. Alright, let us sell some things. That. That. No, we're good. I can walk now. got some skill points to spend too. Although I did spend that one on being able to open that locked box. Because, yeah, turns out not only was it the kind of weapon I wanted, but it was an insanely good one. At this point, I'm just going to have to remember to do the quick save thing a lot, so I'm not too far behind. I forgot this game does crash occasionally. And it can be really annoying if you lose 20 minutes of effort, especially tough or boring effort.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for? Now, what in the heavens would make you claim something as ludicrous as that? Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us. You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian, learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing. Not a bad thought. But no. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential. These were the final days of the colony war, Captain. The Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. I was concerned that if word got out, the Collective could swoop down, start breeding Lazarus plants, and overrun our worlds with waves of Terramorphs. Just like what was happening on Londinian at that very moment. Sealing off the city to prevent mass death, it was the only option that made sense at the time. Precisely. In that moment, I couldn't allow another dangerous variable to be added to an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You. Captain, please. You've benefited here as much as I have. Maybe more. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday. I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together. Splendid. Then I won't keep you. You've got important work, after all. Here's to a bright future.
Yep. So I am going to keep it a secret. It's really for the best. And I may eventually, I can't remember, I don't think I've ever done it, but I may eventually get more hit jobs out of him. At least if I were building the game, I would do that. That would be a nice Radiant
Perfect timing.
quest
We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Asylees are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the Cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Any leads on who might have committed the attacks?
Orlays? Reginald Orlays? He did this? I didn't think he was still alive. You're sure it was him?
That's some impressive work. So then give us the rundown. Where's Orlays now? Were you able to bring him in? Huh, I see. Wish we could have questioned him. But, well, there's nothing we can do at this point. Any idea why he might have done it? Or what he was doing with the plant? Another madman justifying butchery. Well, at least he won't be able to hurt anybody else now. Might be the best we could ask for, given the circumstances. So I guess there's nothing else to do but get this all in front of the cabinet. Unless there were other things we needed to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terramorphs.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go.
We're gonna pick the animals. It actually doesn't matter at all in the end, but I think this time we're
Welcome
gonna pick
back,
the
all of you.
animals.
I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
Yep.
My God.
An attack? Using terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orles commit these attacks, Captain?
Yep, it was him.
That appears to be the case, ma'am. The captain tracked that information down just after our trip to Londinian.
Reginald Orles? Wasn't there a report he'd been killed recently?
Body was found floating around Etheria. Report mentioned you were sent to try and bring him in, Captain. I guess that didn't go according to plan.
Ah, yes. I was told about your mission, and who ordered it. Did you two suspect at the time Orles might have been involved in the attacks? Well, it appears you were ahead of the curve. This report contains definitive evidence Orles triggered the attacks via this Lazarus plant the Captain and Major Sanan uncovered.
Simply harrowing.
Indeed. Though it would have been preferable for him to have finally faced the UC's justice, it seems both of you are to be commended for ensuring he was dealt with before he could strike again. You have our thanks. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President. Tell the Freestar Collective. Wow. So they have another tool to utilize against us?
I'm in agreement. I fail to see the value here.
That is an interesting idea. A grand gesture to further display this cabinet doesn't think like those of the past.
The observers on Mars have proven such a gesture can bear fruit.
So, you want us to make nice with the Collective by sharing our state secrets?
No, I want us to display plainly the UC's actual intentions, that the plant will never be used as a weapon again.
That does sound worthwhile, Chief Kulkarni. Very well. We'll get the Collective involved in the management. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've had a few discussions, but our group is similarly split. Only the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day 1 for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you 3 the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
All right. That's finally over. Time to go to Tuala and get our monies. I don't actually want to live on New Atlantis, so I won't be doing that stuff.
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain. No need to thank me. You brought this on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access. Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you? Of course. You've earned some R&R. Once you're rested up and ready to head out there again, you come see me.
Nah, not a chance.
It's just an idea. I know the company has certain standards, but we need to think outside of the box.
Is there a type of weapon you'll be scanned as you enter the city?
You ask me? Happy to make a deal. You need stuff, I need credits. It all works out. Yes, you did. You know how I know? The rain cloud over your head is all but gone. Here, for your hard work. With a Lady Locke back on my side, I expect the business to be less bust and more boom. And let us never speak of those accursed boots ever again. I got contacts all. Absolutely. need something else, I'll be here. I wouldn't do that.
Let me know if I can help you. Hey, you looking at getting into bounty hunting for the Trackers Alliance? Get yourself set up with a job from one of the mission boards in town. Not everyone's cut out for this line of work, but you'll be fine and get paid as long as you follow our motto, show no mercy, leave no quarter. On you? That's news to me. Although I have heard about someone paying bounty hunters to get rid of a few special targets. Let's see. Yep, it looks like that's you. My condolences. Still, that's got to be a mistake. I can clear this up for you if you're willing to part with some creds to grease the wheels. 3,000 creds ought to do it. All right, let me know if you change your mind. Go and leave no quarter.
Full spacesuit. Heard the cabinet's assembled some kind of elite.
If there's something you need, no matter what it is, either I have, be my guest. Pleasure dealing with you.
You're out there a lot, right?
Hey, no funny stuff with that.
Hey, what can I do for you? Okay, no problem. Anything I can help you with? Sure, have at it.
So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I'm not sure how long I was talking to myself with the mic muted, but probably quite a while. So we've got the ship upgraded, as you probably saw, and we're ready to rock. Next episode, we will go to the Trackers Alliance and see about running their first missions. We've got 2 Astros, so that makes sense. And then we might even do a constellation mission after that. Who knows? Although there's also something to be said for going to Neon and getting a bit of our persuasion on. I'll have to think about that, either through buying a suit or actually running the whole Ryuzen, I think it's Ryuzen, anyway, the whole corporate espionage quest line. But again, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and catch you next time.